Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Yellow. There's the line, 80.
Check, watch 54.
15, 15.
Get away.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go. Here we go.
Gets it to Hardman. A jet sweep. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Attack, attack.
Hey, one set. Check, Mike, 54. Mike.
Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Mahomes on target here to Hardman. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Right there.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away.
Come on now, let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21.
I got him. Check 37.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. That's in the league.
Double dog, that's the way.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They will run with Grant. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
58 right there. Too little, cut.
20.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. 23 yards on the play.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
Set. Ready?
He's scared. Alert flare. Flare.
On second down, McCaffrey. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Drop deep.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 780.
Yeah, that's what I do.
On first down, it's Grant. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the run.
Great.
15,
From the 24, Newton letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Yards to go.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8.
Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there should be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Great.
Mike, 58, right there. You don't want it.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Alex Okafor. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Here's McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Newton to throw. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I got one.
Check the backer. Slam.
15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. But it'll be second and goal.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes. Dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And a decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Here we go. Shoot. Check.
20.
Now a give, right side. Grant. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Here we go.
The Panthers on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And they work this out past the 25. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
Panthers, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Set. 780.
Check. 59.
Gun.
Run. Watch out.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And that's caught. It's Hogan. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Throwing is Newton. He gets it to Thomas. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Newton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Throwing again is Newton. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Frank Clark. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Let's go.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15. Tighten up.
Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, watch the slant. Attack.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Newton. And Thomas has it. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Let's go one more.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's it, baby.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got you. Man, I got you.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Morris Claiborne makes the play defensively.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Newton. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Double tight. Double tight. Alert. Alert. 3 down. 3 down.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They come out here in the eye. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. McCaffrey, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59.
Now here's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brian Burns, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
He's got it at the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Mike to 59.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Newton now to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
That's a touchdown.
DJ Moore, 72 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. tuck it and run. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. From the gun, Newton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, they're scared.
Operating from the gun, Newton buying time to his left. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter. Not
only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Attack, attack! Bang, 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 bang!
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man. It's Williams. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Keep playing hard.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Check 24. Check 24.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Chris Jones, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
After the sack on 1st down, Newton, that's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He finds his running back, Hyde. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go! No. Me.
And again, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. 11 yards there, first down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Now Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Brian Burns, and the Panthers will get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you, you know. If people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Gun, gun, gun.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. That one good for 26 and a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And Robinson with a big catch. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
All day, every day.
first down, Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get that. Attack.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Mahomes now to throw, and that will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Panthers will get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 24. They go quickly here out to Moore. A loss of 2 there, second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. This is Grant spinning away, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 2, now third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Third and long, it's Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. First and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
But someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then gets it with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Newton on third down. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Yellow.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Big stop, let's go.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you've won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Back to you. Back to you.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes looking for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Third down here.
Yellow. 54. I got you. 15. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey there to make the grab. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
McCaffrey, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Corey Grant, 75 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Ready! Mike! Cut! Cut! Cut!
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. That's it. It's all over. And the Carolina Panthers are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.